Hey everybody, I'm back. It's NB, and I said this last time, super excited having Dorothy on our show. It's like royalty. This is like royalty. So Dorothy Breininger, as you guys already know, otherwise known as the America's most innovating organizer, best organizer, right? And Emmy nominated for her amazing show for 15 seasons called Hoarders. Everybody knows about that. And Dorothy, brave enough to come back to the second session.
Absolutely. Brave is not the word. Excited. Like, give me more. Let's go. What can we talk about?
Well, you know, one of the things we kind of threw out there on one of the things we threw out there on our thumbnail, I keep forgetting what it's called. As it relates to businesses, there's a lot, I don't know if you would agree with me, but there's a lot of stress around this new way of marketing. People say, well, social media is not that new, but it's new to a lot of company creating content and going out there. I think that, like I mentioned, the higher the budget or the higher the spend, the more frustration you get if you don't get the results. So how do you, like, you're a big marketer, let's face it, like, you are in the game, you spend a lot of time, money, effort, everybody knows who you are. How can a company, small to medium-sized company, organize their digital marketing, I guess, stuff and, you know?
Yeah. You know, it's strange, but what I'm going to say is the first thing we want to do is look at the end result. Like, if we're in this year right now, and we've got how many months left of this year, then we want to look at what is our end result. Do we want to have more people attending our events? Do we want to have higher sales? Do we want to have more return customers? Do we want to make more money? You know, what is the reason? What's the end result that we're looking for? Once you understand that, and for me, that sometimes the end result is just to provide value. Like, you know, during a 6-month period, I'll just want to provide value. If that's my end result, then I want to organize my content by valuable topics. Whereas if I'm looking to do, you know, something like I want to make more money, then I'm going to organize it differently. So you want to know what your end result is. And then here's the other organizing key point, is that we need to have a day of putting together our, you know, editorial calendar, right? We all know we should, but basically in my world, I go on a seasonal calendar, and most of us can market based on a seasonal calendar. Mm-hmm. So as long as we know that in March it's, you know, or April, I guess we're in April, but in April it's, you know, Easter or Passover, and then in the summertime it's graduations and weddings and vacations, and then in, you know, in the fall it's back to school, and the holidays come, you know, so we know we've got this seasonal cycle that we use. That's how we organize and set ourselves up, and basically just have one full day of writing for that. And you bring a team together and have your mastermind come together so that you can actually write all of this in advance. It's organized, and you have it organized by keywords, of course. You can use products like Airtable or, you know, all sorts of different software programs to keep you organized. But even an Excel spreadsheet is super easy. Mm-hmm. So organizing the content is key.
So here's a question for you might know a little bit about. Why don't you talk to us about Digital Life Cloud?
Oh, yeah, of course. Digital Life Cloud is another organizing company that I own. I own a few companies, and co-own. I should also give credit to my business partners. But Digital Life Cloud is all about getting your life, your business, your, you know, anything from banking, legal, financial, medical, personal, all of it in one place. And you say, well, you know, I could do that on, you know, any other software program perhaps. But what this is I'm actually there with you, helping you with videos to get you organized. And it's all shareable with family members. Or let's say, Bruno, like you're my brother and I need to tell you where my will is, or I need to get you information, I can grant you sharing privileges for, a few days so that you can take my will and look at it with a lawyer and we can share it that way. So it's an amazing product. It's been, we've had it for about 15 years. And I have organizers that work for me and they actually take this product out, Digital Life Cloud, and they help users out there who buy the product. So my organizers are out there teaching others how to use it. They're making money while the users are actually getting all of their digital information online.
Well, that's really cool because that's personal, but you can also use the same concepts of digital cloud. Life Digital Cloud is on your business. Isn't it the exact same?
Yeah, absolutely. So for Digital Life Cloud, I can put my business documents in there. Let's say we have, an investment presentation, right? So the investment presentation is in there and I can have my business partner, John, and my business partner, Debbie and Ken, and we all are on Digital Life Cloud together. And I can just go in there and they can pull up that document anytime they want to and share it and make changes and put it back in. It's more of a storage system though than it is an everyday usage kind of thing.
I'm going to tell you something, and this is my comment, not yours, so I'm not going to put you on the spot. You're not going to get in trouble, but I have nothing against information technology people, like IT people, right? But I work with them literally 10 hours a day. Mm-hmm. And I think there's way too much pressure put onto them to become digital organizers because they're IT people and they do gadgetry really good. I call it gadgetry because tomorrow there's a new gadget. I think is your product a better technology platform than another one? I don't know, maybe not, right? But I think the difference is, and that's why I bring it up, is that it's not the gadgetry, it's dealing with your boss organizers that would really put that gadgetry into motion, because now you have a subject matter expert using technology or a gadget, right? I shouldn't call yours a gadget, but technology platform to get to your outcome, as you said. How do you feel about that? Because the IT people are just scrambling, trying to get the digital assets in place even for themselves, right?
Absolutely. And so let me say one thing. We want to take it back to how we really are as humans, how you file your stuff. Bruno, you remember the days when you put things in file cabinets, right?
I don't remember paper. I'm not young, but anyways.
Of course, my apologies. But so when you however you decide to file your paperwork on your desk when it comes in, because we still do get it, however you do your files is how you're going to do your digital files. Mm-hmm. So how you think is going to be the same. So if you're a messy person with lots of piles, then that's how you're going to act digitally. All right. If you have stuff all over your desk, that means your desktop is going to be full. Mm-hmm. So you need to understand that your style, how you do it in real life physically, is how you're going to do it digitally. Once you understand, if you're highly organized physically, then you're probably going to be organized digitally. And if you're messy, and I'm not just talking about files, but all over the house, just your general way, then you're going to have a messy desktop on your laptop. And so, yes, it's great to have a boss organizer helping you out. But the other piece is Digital Life Cloud helps you with that. You can have either style. You can be type A and just, drill down and have the very amazing subfiles that you want to have. Or you can just have big categories for people who tend to be a little bit more loose about their filing, if you will. So all of that can be accommodated within Digital Life Cloud.
And I think that's what, that's amazing advice for businesses and personal. And it's like, I guess the companies, the small to medium sized companies, everybody has a different way of filing their methodology in their mind, like you said. I guess that's the challenge, is how do they get one formatted way that people buy into? And I'm sure you've dealt with companies that kind of go, well, this is the way the IT guy says we should do it. And we hired a digital transformation company they say we got to put the date 2022 dash something, and then your name, and then your comma, and then you have everybody else going, yeah, I don't buy into this, but there's a lot of, call it adjustment management, because it's not really change management, but it's adjustment management. How do you deal with that?
Well, I deal with that. I have entire universities who come to me and say, we are ready now to completely eliminate all paper. We want to go digital. How do we do it?
Oh, wow.
Right. And we have to get all those medical. We have Southern California Edison, which is, our electric company down here. They come to me and say, we're eliminating paper. How do we do it? So it all boils down to me. Who is pulling the information? Who's the person who's required to pull the information? Is it staff, or is it a professor, or is it an IT person? The person who's using it the most should have the biggest vote on the naming technology.
So I remember going to the library. This is my favorite place. Actually, my kids love the library. I remember you take the book out and you slant the other one so you remember. I mean, those were the good old days. I thought that was a lot of work.
But Bruno, I'm too young to remember that. So,
well, I just think it's an amazing task. It's a big project for somebody like you and, other people that are trying to organize an organization based on your first sharing is saying we all organize differently. So how can we get, it's a big challenge. I want you to come back, please, 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 to talk about, we're going to have another topic, but I want to talk about your Boss Organizer program and how people can get involved in, because I think that's absolutely transformational for a lot of people. We all struggle with this. I don't care who it is, right? Yeah. So promise you're going to come back.
Oh, you got it. Hands down. Is your name Bruno? I'm coming back.
Dorothy, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, in this case, we've got a couple of places. One, if you're interested in the digital world and the digital life cloud, you go to digitallifecloud.com. Okay. And if you have questions for me, or you want to get our newsletter or our freebies, things like that, see videos, then you go to dorothytheorganizer.com.
Oh, that's awesome. We're going to get back to it. Thank you very much, Dorothy. This was awesome.
You bet. Thank you, Bruno.